I would just like to take a moment to point out the awesomeness of this disc scrubber. Hey guys, this is Heather from healthyeatingstartshere.com. Alright, I wanted to show you a very simple recipe idea today. It's going to be spiced applesauce, something you can have on porridge for breakfast, you can have as a side with dinner, tastes fantastic with vegan loaves, and you can have it as dessert as well. Very simple, light, healthy dessert. So what I have is a pot heating on the stove, and I'm just going to let it get a little bit warmer, because what I'm going to do is add some spices to the pot. So I've got some cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. You can add any other type of spices you like. I would love to put some cardamom in here, but I just don't happen to have any. So pick out some spices that you want to go with your applesauce, and then I want to toast them in my pan. That's why I'm heating it while it's still dry. So it's getting fairly hot now, so I can throw this stuff in. The reason I like to toast my spices is because it takes away some of the bitterness, whereas normally you would put spices with some fat, like an oil or some tahini or some almond butter or something like that. You can totally put some almond butter in with your apple spice if you like. Would make it nice and creamy and rich, but I want to have just applesauce to show you how simple it can be, so I am going to toast my spices. What I find is if I don't toast them, and you just want to shake them around a little bit so they don't burn. So what I find is if I don't toast them, then they burn my tongue because they're so bitter. So to my spices, which are looking nicely toasted, I'm going to just add some unsweetened applesauce. Super simple, right? And then just give it a taste to make sure there's enough spice and not too much. That's perfect. Tastes just cinnamony, but not overwhelmingly so. So if there's not enough spice, you can add more. If there's too much spice, then you need to add more applesauce. And if you've used your whole jar of applesauce, you might need to get another jar of applesauce. Alright, last ingredient. Now this is optional, but I really love the flavor of maple syrup with applesauce, so I'm going to put a little bit in, and just a small drizzle. And this is pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup. There is a very big difference. Once you have cooked this, you can try to put it back in the jar where it came from if you like, if the opening's big enough, or if you have a funnel. So that's it. Super simple. You don't need to heat it. The only reason it's on is to toast the spices, but you can serve it warm. It would be lovely served warm. And if you wanted to bake a porridge in the morning, what I would do is put some rolled oats with some water in a baking dish, layer the applesauce on top, put it in the oven, and it'll bake and the moisture will go into the oats. It'll be so yummy. Alright, that's it. I could keep talking forever about ideas on what you can do with this, but what I would suggest is you just go, try it, figure out what you want to use it for, and I would love if everyone posted suggestions in the comments below as to what they are going to do with their spiced applesauce. So that's it for me today, and next week is Christmas. So I hope you guys have a very wonderful holiday, and I will see you a little bit next week, but probably not too much. I'm hanging out with family, so that'll be it for me this week, and I will see you again in the is it the new year on the week after Christmas? I don't remember. Anyway, I'll see you after Christmas.